Okay, so a few days ago, I did a video talking about the Funimation merger with Aniplex, the Sony division of anime that they had before they even bought Funimation. Now, it doesn't make sense for Funimation to have two companies that essentially work in the same thing. So what they're doing is combining them, turning them into one entity, which is more efficient and less costly, to be honest, and it makes more sense. Now, anytime you do something like that, there's going to be layoffs. And it can be layoffs through both sides, or one side can get gutted down. And it looks like Funimation is the one that got gutted. So I knew this was probably going to happen. And I didn't have any, official thing on it until this popped up. So I'm going to go over that in a second. What that's from is from Funimation's Reddit thread. It got deleted, actually. You can see they're deleted. The person here was responding to stuff. Somebody said, what's your sources? And I said, phone call, text, Facebook posts, what happened between, hanging out with employees and stuff like that. And the reason for posting this was because no news outlets were covering it. Of course, Nick Rekieta goes to Twitter and asks, a source has confirmed large layoffs a few weeks ago. Wait, didn't @anime tell you about it? Oh, they didn't? Weird. Guess it isn't news. So he's confirmed now that Funimation has laid off a bunch of people, and we have this post. So let's go over it. The thing you call Funimation doesn't exist. Funimation is not an anime company anymore. It looks nothing like it once did, nor how you imagine it might today. Last week, Funimation let go of the last of the art and marketing staff. There weren't so many let go. There were so many let go that they had to call it the snap, referring to the Thanos snap in Avengers Infinity War. Most of them worked for the company for over a decade. These are the people that designed the packaging, edited the trailers, wrote the descriptions, made the music, cultivated relationships with Japanese studios, and actually cared about, listened to, and hooked up fans. Aside from actually doing the acting, which a few of them did, they made Funny everything it was. But they did not fit into the new Sony reorganization, and the building in Flower Mound is now a ghost town. So I'm hearing that they're moving to New York, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that's true. I just heard that from somebody, so take that with a grain of salt. Funimation is a small cluster of a revolving spreadsheet of managers in California who deal in low-stakes licensing and distribution of the small-time anime widget within the greater portfolio more important Sony picture television widgets. They are not listening because for them, there is nothing to listen to. That's not how their job works. They grow subscription bases, not fandoms. Platform expansion is the purpose and profit is the passion. Now, I don't see anything to be mad about there. A company is going to want to make as much profit as they can. And of course, they care about growing subscriptions because Funimation now is pretty much the future of the platform for them. Like, they need Funimation now to be successful with the way things are going, streaming service and anime being on, the mainstream movement around now and being so popular. They want that to be a successful service. And it makes sense for them to push that. The Blu-rays and DVD sales, those are kind of on the way out, unfortunately. I like to collect physical media, but there's not many people like me anymore. Most people are pretty content just streaming. So, you are nothing more than the current department you work in. You are a boring Tuesday in a generic office. You are dental benefits and a 2-week vacation. You are a minor bullet point on a resume and a free Sony coffee mug at Christmas time. So I've went over their Glassdoor reviews before. I've got a video on that somewhere in my playlist. And it seems like a bad place to work. Not going to lie. That's what I got out of the reviews. They don't need Crunchyroll. They don't need Vic. No matter which side you're on, they don't need good customer service. They don't even need the employees who build and maintain the company for 25 years because they already have all the money, and that's why they don't even need you. So they don't need good customer service. I've confirmed that and looked into it. They don't have very good customer service at all. And this confirms that they did a lot of reorganizing, and it sounds like a lot of the people from Funimation got the boot. And, I hate seeing people lose their jobs. I know everyone's mad and upset about Funimation, and what they did, but a lot of those people didn't have anything to do with this. But, that's business. It's business. They're reorganizing. And some people looked at the two companies and said, which one's doing a better job? Which one's doing, the good stuff that's making us money? And where's the dead weight? I have nothing to do with that, and neither do you. That's business. But it's also bad PR. There's a lot going on right now, and they don't want bad PR. And if you come out and say, hey, we had to fire a bunch of people, for whatever reason, and, sorry about that, that's a bad look. Now, it won't stick for long, but when you already have so many bad things going on right now, as far as, PR-wise, this Vic stuff is pretty much got everyone heated up. It doesn't look good. So I find it funny that, we get a good source here from Arcata coming out saying that it's true that there were large layoffs, confirming this post. And you say, hey, didn't Anime tell you about it? Weird they didn't. Then you have the editor-in-chief of Anime News Network come out and say he's lying. I find it really funny how ANN comes out and just shills for Funimation. I have a theory, and this is speculation, but I think Funimation lines their pockets with a lot of money. Through some kind of business deal, they have skipped so much bad PR for Funimation. The audio leaks got skipped. The stuff with Sabbath and the casting couch got skipped. I'm not going to count the Schemmel thing because I truly believe that post on Schemmel is probably a troll post, to be honest. But even with Sabbath and Schemmel, there's no evidence. So I don't believe anything. There's no evidence. But I'm going by the standards of these people. These people would cover that, and they believe everything. But they didn't cover it. That aside, they didn't cover the audio leaks either. You know what they did? They threw all of that in a Vic Mignogna article to hide it from Google search. So that way it wouldn't show up. It wouldn't show up. But they can say, we kind of covered it. We updated an old article, but we kind of covered it. Anyway, Vic's a bad guy. That was the article. There's their coverage. So they hid it. They do a lot of hiding bad stuff for Funimation, which makes me think that they take money. Now, that's just speculation. I can't say that for sure, but I'm just saying. Anyway, what do you have to say? Congratulations, Nick Arcata. You dug up a 45-day-old post from Reddit that vastly misinterprets the layoff of 8 people from the marketing and art department. Layoffs are newsworthy when they are a massive portion of the workforce or when they indicate a major financial problem at the company doing the layoffs. It's sad that good people lost their jobs. I agree with that. I don't like seeing anybody lose their job. But it's not particularly surprising when it's the expected result of redundancies after an acquisition. ANN probably didn't cover it because there was other bigger news, like the audio leaks that trended #1 on Twitter for at least a couple of hours. That's pretty big news. You guys didn't talk about it at all. It had no dedicated article that day. Now, and it might have to cover it because of the silly theories that will spread as a result of the way this was made public. I don't know what's up with, that's up to the editors. So ANN might have to cover this to do damage control for Funimation. That's funny, isn't it? Now, I want to point out here that Nick did fire back and say it wasn't just the marketing and art department, and you know it. And I would say that that's very, very likely. I think there were a lot of layoffs at Funimation, and it had to do with the merger. Okay, that's just how things go. I don't think it had anything to do with Vic, so let's not go down that route. I think it was because of the merger, and that makes sense. But, I don't understand why they would want to cover that up and not cover it at all. You think that would be worth talking about, but instead they would rather write an article trying to say that people are liars and do damage control for Funimation because the PR for them is so bad because of Vic and the audio leaks and everything. It's just a joke at this point. It really is. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some takes. Give me some comments. I want to hear them. What do you guys think of this mess? What do you think of everything that's going on? Also, like and subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed, by the way. And share the video. Hit the notification bell. All of that good stuff. And, as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.